Mongols and Genghis Khan. The 13th century saw the arrival of a second wave of nomadic tribes, following the earlier Turkic migrations of the 11th century that had reshaped the Islamic world. The Mongols, emerging from the steppes north of China, united under the leadership of Genghis Khan, forged a coalition of tribes with unparalleled skill. Known for their ferocity and tactical brilliance, the Mongols created the largest contiguous empire the world had ever seen, sweeping across Asia and into the Islamic heartlands. The Mongols first clashed with the Islamic world after a disastrous decision by the rulers of the Khwarazmian Empire, who executed Mongol merchants. In retaliation, Genghis Khan unleashed a relentless campaign of destruction, obliterating the Khwarazmian state. By the mid-13th century, the Mongols had taken control of vast territories, including Iran, the Caucasus, and parts of Anatolia. Hulagu Khan, Genghis Khan's grandson, set his sights on Baghdad, the symbolic and intellectual heart of the Islamic world. In 1258, Hulagu demanded the submission of the Abbasid Caliph. The Caliph refused, unwilling to bow to the Mongols. What followed was one of the most catastrophic events in Islamic history. The Mongols laid siege to Baghdad, razing the city to the ground. Its inhabitants were slaughtered, and the famed House of Wisdom, a repository of centuries of Islamic scholarship, was destroyed. The Caliph met a grim fate, executed by being rolled in a carpet and trampled by horses. This marked the end of 500 years of Abbasid leadership and symbolized the close of the Islamic Golden Age. After the destruction of Baghdad, Hulagu turned his attention to Egypt. Here, a new power had risen: the Mamluk Sultanate. These elite Turkic slave soldiers, originally brought from the steppes and trained as a formidable military force, had overthrown the Ayyubid dynasty and established their own rule. Converted to Islam from their Central Asian Tengrism beliefs and deeply loyal to their newly adopted faith, the Mamluks represented a powerful new force in the Islamic world. In 1260, they achieved one of the most remarkable victories in Islamic history at the Battle of ʿAyn Jālūt. Under Sultan Qutuz and General Baybars, the Mamluks decisively defeated the Mongols, halting their previously unstoppable advance. This unprecedented victory not only preserved the Islamic world from Mongol domination, but also showcased the Mamluks' strategic brilliance and military strength. Under the Mamluks, Cairo emerged as the cultural and political heart of the Islamic world. The city became a symbol of their power and vision, adorned with grand mosques, madrasas, schools, and palaces that showcased their wealth and architectural ambition. While the Mamluks revived the Abbasid Caliphate in name by placing a figurehead caliph in Cairo, true authority remained firmly in their hands. Their government operated as a highly militarized state, thriving on the revenues of trade and agriculture, which they controlled with precision. Baybar, who succeeded Qutuz as Sultan, built upon this success. He crushed the remaining Crusader strongholds in the Levant, accelerating the decline of Crusader influence in the region. These twin victories against the Mongols and the Crusaders solidified the Mamluks' reputation as the defenders of Islam. The Mamluk Sultanate would go on to rule for 250 years, becoming a central force in the Islamic world up until the emergence of one of the mightiest empires to existence, the Ottoman Empire. By the late 13th century, as a result of the Rum Seljuk Sultanate, Anatolia had become a complex patchwork. The region was now fragmented between Turkic principalities,